Dig.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
What the hell?
Diggs.
Why Diggs?
Man, no. We're going to leave it like that. No.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stephon Diggs.
Why Diggs?
He's crazy. He's just outrageous. Don't know what he's gonna say. Just don't know what to expect every day. So he couldn't date my sister.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Least I should date my sister, Diggs. 100%.
Why Diggs?
Because he's not a guy that you want to bring home to your parents. Like, you don't want your sister to bring him home to your parents, so therefore she can't date him.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister? And I might add, you're starting to be the runaway favorite for this.
But nobody want me to date this, is it? I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy.
There's actually seems to be a few guys that don't think that.
You feel differently about me?
Yeah.
They just don't know me well enough. That's what it is. It's the all right, who don't I want to date about sister? Weatherly.
Why Weatherly?
Because he's ugly. I knew that was coming. That was the problem.
He's hot. He's hot. Get the camera on him right now. He is hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're just dangerous. These people are dangerous. I might need a headband. Sorry, not sorry for being late. Had to get the Geno Picks video filmed so I could send it to the in-hot water guy. But while I'm making excuses, let's welcome the man you also wouldn't want to date your sister because of his punishing mule, everyone. MAXXX LOADZZZ, everybody. MAXXX LOADZZZ, everyone. How are you, buddy?
Oh, good. There's an introduction I never thought I'd receive. What is wrong with you?
Can you hear me? Because my microphone is over there. Jeez. See, I was literally filming me in the water. Sorry about that.
I hear you, by the way. I love the guy in the chat, Rich Osborne. Can the Rams still win their division? Get it, Gene, because you're a retard. And
by the way, look at you, Loads. I love that you're wearing the fucking the fucking XFL whatchamacallit?
The Dragons.
Yeah, Dragons. Wearing the Dragons, dude. Now I gotta tell you, Happy New Year, big brother. We'll be hanging tomorrow if I can tease about the lead. And I'm gonna tell you, Geno's picks. I did pick that game. I took Seattle in that game. And I'm concerned because it's a really good joke, Pete. But I mean, I had to put it in there. Shout out EK. Speaking of EK, I got to change the banner. I always forget that. Happy New Year, Loads. Did you do anything festive for New Year's, you and Maxine?
No, we actually we went out to dinner and the whole family was there. Both kids, Chris's parents, and Danielle's boyfriend was actually even there. We went out to dinner.
We saw the picture of them in front of the tree. Am I right?
Yes. God, the kids have to put everything out there on the Insta web. Yeah, so it was good. So, and we had a late dinner, so we ate about 8:30. So we got out of there. Maybe we got out of there like 10. Nick went to his buddy's house for a party. Danielle and her friend came back, and we hung out and watched the ball drop. And I see a lot of comments about the ball dropping.
Oh, again, yeah. I mean, that, Pete, that's a $200 Jeopardy clue. Now, I'm going to brag because watch this. I'm here. You know what? Because I'm such a fan of me. Can I tease out the joke I did? Look, I'm going to tease out the joke because normally we ump them for and they deserve it. Don't look for these two teams to have a New Year's hangover as Seattle starts this year where they left off, sitting firmly atop the NFC with the #1 overall seed and needing only a win on Saturday to clinch it. But, Pete, don't expect San Francisco to come in any worse for wear, considering that city sees men dropping balls on each other every night of the year. And unlike Seattle, the more seeds, the better. I'm going to explain it. They're fat. And
we get it. You don't have to explain it.
It's like a piston in the ass. What, Pete?
You don't have to explain it, Gene. We get it. All your gay jokes. Ta-da. Good for you. Look at that.
Yeah, very pleased with it. So
if you want to, just to get that game off the list here, I mean, I feel like everybody else, the game really comes down to Sam Darnold's floor, not ceiling. Like if he only throws 2 picks, they win the game. 2 picks, they win the game. San Francisco has no pass rush. And again, if you can't figure out that you got to stop McCaffrey and you don't, that's your problem. And that can't be easier said than done. It's one guy, a running back. You got to stop him. He's the guy you got to stop. Let Purdy try and throw it, get a little pass rush on him, and your defense should be able to stop them. Their defense should not be able to stop us because they have very little pass rush. Seattle's got a backup.
They've had a very soft schedule. A very soft schedule.
Well, have they? Because I got to say, Seattle is 4-2 against playoff teams so far this year. They beat, and it might be 5-2 if Pittsburgh makes the playoffs. But I mean, they beat Jacksonville, the Rams. I don't know who else in the playoffs that they beat. There's 2 other teams at least. So I didn't realize they'd even played that many teams that were potentially in the playoffs. Because the only 2 teams they lost to were Tampa Bay. They've lost 3 games. Tampa, the Rams, and the 49ers. They're the 3 losses.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, 49ers week 1, that's extended preseason. Not making excuses, but wouldn't you agree? You know, like you can't the Bears fucking collapsed in the fourth quarter against the Vikings in week 1. And all I learned from that was I always forget his name. The new coach, he doesn't know how to close. Ben Jones, right? Doesn't know how to close.
Johnson.
I mean, he does now. That was his welcome to the NFL. You got to fucking the bag.
I think his name is
unload the bench, right?
Empty the bench, retard. And I believe his name is Ben Johnson.
It is Ben Johnson. Thank you so much.
I couldn't believe you'd let a Johnson get it go.
Yes,
I mean, you're all over it.
Low-hanging fruit, big brother. The Johnson stuff.
So I was saying, yeah, while game 1 might be extended preseason, it counts just like game 17 and 18.
I agree. 16. But so, I mean, I don't worry. Right. Do you worry about a loss in week 1 as much as you do a loss in week 17, Peter?
No, no. And I think Tariq Woolen was playing god awful at the time. He has just improved every game this season. They were talking about trading him. Now he's back to starting and playing real well. He's the one who looked like he had the interception in the end zone that Tongas caught for the game-winning touchdown. You know what I mean? Like it looked like it went through him. So I don't think that would happen again. I don't think Sam Darnold's going to throw the ball off the back of an offensive lineman's helmet when trying to hit the game-winning touchdown. You know, basically, Seattle's going to go as far as their defense is great, their special teams are great, their running game, like you said, they consistently run the ball, and because they keep running it, eventually, I believe in their last 4 games, they've run for over 100 yards in each of those games because they keep handing it off. Tuna melt's awesome. I do love the tuna melt. I like playing with.
Well, I mean, you ever have the sandwich, Pete? Because let me tell you something. EK can back me up on this. Loads makes that tuna melt, doesn't he? Hey, baby, your brother-in-law makes the.
You've got to be.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, baby. It means a lot. Thanks, baby.
Oh my God.
Thanks, baby. Means a lot.
I actually like cheese and bacon along with tomatoes on my tuna melt. By the way, for lunch today, because I was, out getting stuff, we stopped at Popeyes, and I got their ghost pepper sandwich, and it comes with cheese and bacon. It's delicious, and you might want to rush out because they have the strawberries and cream cheese pies, and they are delicious. They're fantastic.
The strawberry and cream cheese pie? What the fuck are you talking about?
So at Popeyes, Louisiana Fats, I think they call it. You know, McDonald's has their hot apple pie.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever had one? It looks exactly the same, except the pie has a little wall in it, and one side is some sort of strawberry filling, and the other side is sweet cream cheese. It is friggin' fantastic.
Now, and you are an expert at touching the wall of the pie. Am I right, Peter? Peter, sometimes you hit the back of the pie, right? Like, I'm going to be honest. Like I'm not hung like a pie pan like Max Load. So sometimes I don't hit the sides of the pie.
This is unbelievable.
We didn't do it. I'm backed up from last week. We didn't get to hang out last week.
Oh my God.
But you know what I mean, big brother.
Oh, by the way, somebody in here absolutely mentioned oh yeah, EK. The Tide had no right. The Tide shouldn't have been in it. The big 3-loss Tide. But as Gene can tell you, I've been all over IU all year. Since last year, really. Well, Signetti's he was at JMU. That's where I found out about him because my kid was there. And he's just great. And he took 13 guys from the Sun Belt. That guy Surratt, who caught the touchdown, was at JMU. I mean, he's winning, and he's destroying people. They destroyed Alabama.
Speaking of taking 13 guys and destroying people.
And then they get Oregon again. Hard to beat a team twice, but I hope they smoke Oregon. I'm really hoping, as I said in the thing yesterday, I guess, that you got the U versus IU. Because I love the Hurricanes from way back. It's good to see them back in it.
Yeah, that's a big game, dude. And I got to tell you, very pleased with the Ole Miss. Daddy bet all $5 of my DraftKings on them.
That was a good game.
Fantastic. They tried to fucking blow that, but yeah, you got to love the college football playoff. Like this is kind of, I don't know. This is what some people want. And I think this is what other people don't want. The people that don't want this, like, why are all these teams that, barely had a ranking in it? Like, you got the number 1 in it, but Ole Miss is like a 5, right? Miami was like a 10, I think.
Miami is a 10. Oh, Indiana is the only team that has had a bye that has won their first round game. Last year, all 4 teams that had the bye lost. And this year, 3 out of the 4 teams that had the bye lost. Indiana is the only team that won with the bye.
Really?
So, yeah. And by the way, somebody mentioned, I'm not, you know what? I'd be honored if I was shilling for Popeyes. The fact that I can do any positive business for Popeyes, I just never thought I was that influential, to be honest. I can tell you that I love the Popeyes. I like it. I'm going to say it. I like the Popeyes maybe better than Chick-fil-A. And I like Chick-fil-A quite a bit. But I get the grill.
That's because you're a conservative, Pete. Am I right?
No, I like Chick-fil-A too. And their grilled nuggets are good. And they make the Sunjoy, which is sweet tea and lemonade. By the way, that New Year's Eve, I did have little Firefly with pink lemonade.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes right to you. What are you doing, woman?
Living my life, golden. What?
I got to tell you. So normally this is my problem this week as we ease in, like we gave you the football stuff and reminding you again, me and Max Loads will be live streaming the Seahawks Niners game. That's my phone. I have 2 phones. I'm a drug dealer. We will indeed be streaming that game 8:00 tomorrow night. I don't know what time we're getting to your place, but what's the plan for tomorrow, Loads?
I have that's beauty of being retired. I got no plan. You'll get here and we'll do it. I got to pick up at some point tomorrow. I was informed. I was asked by my daughter if I could pick up her snowboard because she's going snowboarding on Sunday.
Wait, is she going up to Vermont? She could hang out with Mr. White.
I don't know where she's going.
I think it would. I've seen her boyfriend. It'd do her well to hang out with some Mr. Whites. You know what I mean, Peter?
Listen.
I'm kidding. Her boyfriend's very white. We really like him. We really like him.
She's gonna go careening down the side of a mountain on a board like you, retard. So
yeah, they just got 9 inches in Park City. Let that one go.
Okay, so all I'm saying, the board is being. What do they do to it? They're waxing it.
They wax the board.
Yeah, she's getting that. The board's getting waxed, and she asked if I could pick it up because she's going to be working or whatever. So I said I'd go get it. So that's all I have to do tomorrow is hang out with you and pick up the snowboard, and it's only like 20 minutes away, 15 minutes away. So.
Yeah, dude. That's Keanu's like, what are you doing tonight? I'm like, nothing. Like, I'm very pleased. We got the football video done. I can get that up.
I gotta say, I have not had Taco Bell in so long. Probably for the best. But I used to love. When others have been sale, I'd have Taco Bell 3 or 4 nights a week. And
Well,
when
they've ruined Taco Bell for me because I almost don't want to say Joe Rogan's like, they put sand in it. And by sand, it's like sodium, an anti-caking agent that, just literally fucking, keeps the grade D dog meat from caking. Let me say it properly. The delicious dog food that they wrap in fucking government cheese, right? And sometimes toast that Jew bread. He laughs just like your father-in-law, Keanu.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, but they do. They do. And it's like, once you see it, I'm like, God damn it. But I'm telling you, when I ended, the last time I ended my 5-day fast, what did I do? I'm like, I did it right. I had a little juice, blah, blah, blah. Then 3 hours later, I'm like, Keanu, get us Taco Bell. You got it, honey.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, baby.
But, yeah, so I wouldn't even know what to order if I went to Taco Bell now, I don't think. And, yes, Tex and Patrick P., they need to bring back the Choco Taco. Absolutely. That's a disgraceful act of getting rid of the Choco Taco.
Oof.
But is your sister
by the way, let me make this announcement while I have this, and then we can really focus. Sent in hot water guy, our boy Rich Osborne. I just sent you the video. I sent you the pictures. You should have everything. You can watch the show. You can edit it afterwards. But I feel a lot better now that I got that done. I like getting it done on Thursday. There's a rhythm to it. We always open this show with Geno's picks, and then I do the one pick at a time. But it's a clusterfuck. It's a clusterfuck, and telling you, really excited about see what Trey Lance can do. Because again, like the Chargers, all I know is they're playing on the road in the playoffs. They could play Denver, Jacksonville, whatever. Rest Herbert, and if you end up playing Denver 2 weeks in a row, don't show them anything Herbert can do. I love it. Not get my hopes up. But at some point, the Chargers have to stop fucking charging.
Maybe they should begin charging in a new and better way.
I'm telling you, they need to go back.
They need to recharge her.
Yeah, no, they don't. No, they don't. They need to die harder, Charger. So, what went on in politics this week? The one thing is obvious. I'm very. What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to nothing. I was just going to clear up for the record. I didn't stop eating Taco Bell because of anything anybody said. I just moved to places where they weren't local anymore, and it wasn't convenient.
Taco Bell not local. How white is your neighborhood?
You know the nearest Taco Bell to me is, Gene? Across the street from that Burger King we went to that has since closed. Yeah. It's not.
That's right. And you're not a Grubhub guy, are you?
No, I drive to the place and pick up my food.
Well, okay.
Out here in suburbia, I don't have to have some guy bring it to me. I get in the car; it's an easy ride, And I've heard Domino's has upped their game, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Easy Street, Domino's upped their game big time recently. Next time someone orders Domino's here, I'm going to pay for it this time. I really will. Let them know. The next time someone orders us Domino's, I will pay for it. And
because my son used to bring some home from, he'd have it left over and he'd bring it home with him to eat from college. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty good for Domino. It's pretty good. So good for them. Good for Domino's.
Oh, good on them, Pete. Am I right?
Yeah, I love fast food. I love fast. You know that.
Oh yeah. No one's questioning you, Loads.
No. I love you leave your house. I don't believe it. I leave my house. I just look. Here's the thing, and I freely admit this. When we drive to Florida or South Carolina or whatever, I drive basically all the way both ways. Unless I'm starting to pass out, then I turn over to driving. But to drive around here, I don't do it. I can't do the traffic, the lights. I don't do it. So my kid drives, and I just sit there, and I'm looking, and I'm in traffic, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm not driving.
Baby, can you send me that link? Because Aaron James, not Aaron. Aaron's a clanging waterhead. But Keanu's got an Aaron who sent this. And he just sent me a Venmo of $9.69. And I hope it says, I hope I learned to spell a new word today.
It's about 10 years old, and I forgot about it.
Please send me, just send me the link somehow. It's a Peter, you know what it is? It's a very clever YouTube video about a spelling bee. Very clever. We're gonna have that. Yeah. So we'll get to that in a sec. So what were you saying?
No, I couldn't even remember what we were talking about. The driving around. Yes.
Food must have
Yeah,
been
I don't like to drive around in traffic. I can't do the stops, the constant traffic for no reason. On 95, I don't mind it because everybody's flying, and then you get to the exit and you get off. So,
please.
At any rate, no, that's all. And then there's something else I was going to say. I just can't remember. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
The funny thing is, I like driving. I do. I forget. I got so spoiled at Compound. I've said this before. I got so spoiled about not doing road gigs anymore. It was such a welcome reprieve that for 7 or 8 months, I gave Aaron's wife my car because she could drive a stick, and she got rid of her car. I'm like, use mine whenever you want it. Plus, they lived in they had a parking lot. They had a place to park in their neighborhood. I'm like, yeah, you're doing me a favor, But now, what's that?
Yeah, no, I like driving. I don't like stopping and just starting and all the crap when there's a ton of traffic. That's all.
Yeah,
and I don't have to do it.
It's a nice little escape,
And I obviously leave the house when I go golfing.
Oh, sure you did. I'm sure you did this week. Easy Street. We know, buddy. Did you send it to me, babe? Thank you, baby.
Yeah, you're doing great.
I really am. It's a good video. It's a good video. I gotta find a way to. And by the way, the New Year's gig was fantastic. Fantastic New Year's gig. Delete that. Here we go.
Well, are you queuing something up there?
That is correct. And that will end the 4th round of the Hambridge National Spelling Bee. Before we go on, I would just like to say that all of our contestants have shown an amazing amount of drive and perseverance. And no matter what happens, you're all winners. And now on to the 5th round. Next contestant. Your word is nigger faggot.
I'm sorry, what?
Nigger faggot.
Can I get a definition?
The definition is nigger faggot.
You got to be kidding me.
Can I get the country of origin?
Of course.
You made sure they had a black guy saying it, huh?
Originating from the Greco-Roman nigger and the Latin-based faggot. Nigger faggot.
By the way, I can spell it. RUSSELLWILSON.
What? You do that?
What?
Can you use the word in a sentence?
Oh, here we go.
He's using a sentence. Here we go.
Nigger faggot. Get that nigger faggot out of here. Nigger faggot.
That's good stuff.
Nigger faggot.
Yes. Anyway, it goes on and on, but it's just, you know what I call that, Pete? That's a palate cleanser for the political show that we do. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Well, by the way, I don't have a chauffeur in the golf cart, but they won't let me drive the golf cart because they don't like the way I drive.
Really?
Yeah, because Stace is 6'8", so if I start the cart before he's firmly seated, it throws his old back out, And when I get angry, I drive the cart angry, so they don't want me driving the golf cart.
Oh, well, that's like, and by the way, speaking of the aforementioned compound word in that video, how about all these Somalians in Minnesota, Pete? Like, I'm very proud to say that this week I did Fred Rabin, I did That's What I'm Talking About show, and for the first time ever, I got the Disgratia of the week, which was a layup. It was Tim Walz. It was Tim Walz, who's like, if you try and arrest these rake-faced fucking, Captain Phillips pieces of shit, you're racist. That am I wrong? Frankie said it yesterday. He said B. Now, am I wrong, Peter? What's going on there? Because they're alleging, oh no, we've been investigating this and arresting people, indicting people. No, they're all indicted at the federal level. And then we'll talk about what's really going on at the federal level and Pam Bondi. And now I'm getting tired of no one going to jail. Your thoughts on Minnesota, on Tim Walz, Pedro?
So amazingly, yeah, I have heard people say, yeah, they've known about this for 2 or 3 years that this has been going on, like, which makes you wonder how the hell. So you're okay with that massive fraud going on for 2 or 3 years? That's insane. And I'm trying to figure out, is that all state money or is it federal money? Because if it's federal money, I can see why the Fed would get involved, because that's supposedly our money, yours and mine, being fed to these people in Minnesota. If it's straight state money, the state should be all over it. It's not, to me, not a federal issue. I will say, and this ties in, a little of what we talked about with our relatives regarding what difference does it make who says it if it's flat out true. So there's a video out there of somebody from CNN interviewing Nick Shirley, the guy who put up.
Yes. I can find that immediately, but keep talking.
You don't even have to. What's amazing about that is they're asking him all these questions. They're CNN. They can go out and do the reporting and just say, hey, we did all this reporting. This Nick Shirley guy's lying. These places are all open. They have kids there. There's no fraud going on. This Nick Shirley's a con man, a fraud, whatever. That's not what they did. They interviewed Nick Shirley and questioned him about everything. I didn't bother watching it because it was so absurd to me. And when they started, this is MAGA reporter. They label him like some sort of MAGA.
I was about to say it. I screamed that at Keanu. It's like a MAGA podcaster. It's like, stop it. Report on the fucking news.
And right there, it's a bullshit story. That's what amazes me. CNN. On a positive side of media, and I was going to save the clip for you. The guy who's going to be hosting CBS Nightly News.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it. He said, you need to hold me accountable.
That was the end of it. Right. Everything he said before it, I was like, okay, let's see. Really think we should give this guy a shot, because he basically said everything we've talked about. And one of the things he said that I was like amazed by was stuff we've been saying. He said, people will come up to me and ask me about what we're reporting, because what we're reporting doesn't match what they are seeing.
Yeah.
And that's what we've said the whole time on here. Like, what they're reporting does not match. By the way, I took a picture today. Gas at the Wawa we passed was $2.75 a gallon. We turned the corner. There's another gas station. It was $2.65. So, I mean, and that's down here in South Jersey. I know in California, it's $8. And by the way, that's with a new 4 cents tax on our gas here that kicked in thanks to our Democratic state government. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because that might have happened under Christie, which is awful. But yeah, so all this about prices and everything, fuel costs here are down, just down. I could go find a picture when it was like $3.79 a gallon, I think.
By the way, shout out to EK. Insane how half the country will defend fraud just because the people committing it are their voter base. Without a doubt, like the governor. Wait, Walz is the governor, right? The mayor. The mayor of Minnesota, of Minneapolis, forgive me.
Oh, that clown. Jacob Fry.
What?
I think his name is Fry, F-R-E-Y.
It is. It is
and
indeed.
He's dancing with the Somali
talk
flag.
to him. I have to reboot so you can see this video. Talk.
Yeah, the mayor's on there dancing with the flag By the way, I know this is off topic. He's going to get the Minnesota stuff up. But I listened to Mandami's speech yesterday. Well, that's something else what New York's got going on. They're getting rid of rugged individualism. That's fantastic.
Here we go. So let's take a look at this guy, Loads, because I had it. I wanted to listen to it. Is it up there? Here we go.
I don't know who the.
I'll get it on mute.
This guy. This is the guy who's taken over CBS Evening News.
Do not trust us like they used to. And it's not just us. It's all of legacy media.
Yes.
And I get it. I get it. I've been hearing about it from just about everybody for more than 20 years as I've traveled America on this assignment or that. My mom's neighbors in West Virginia, my own neighbors in New York City, thousands and thousands of conversations in between. Sometimes people want to talk to me about our coverage of NAFTA or the Iraq War. Other times it's all about Hillary Clinton's emails or Russiagate. Or more recently, COVID lockdowns, Hunter Biden's laptop, or the president's fitness for office. The point is, on too many stories, the press has missed the story.
Yep.
Because we've taken into account the perspective of advocates and not the average American. Or we put too much weight in the analysis of academics or elites and not enough on you.
Guys, spot on.
I know this because at certain points, I have been you. I have felt this way too. I felt like what I was seeing and hearing on the news didn't reflect what I was seeing and hearing in my own life.
You think?
And that the most urgent questions simply weren't being asked. So here's my promise to you today and every time you see me in this chair. You come first, not advertisers, not politicians, not corporate interests. And yes, that does include the corporate owners of CBS. I report for you, which means I tell you what I know, when I know it, and how I know it. And when I get it wrong, I'll tell you that too. It also means I'm going to talk to everybody and hold everyone in public life to the very same standard. After all, I became a journalist to talk to people. I love talking to people about what works in this country, what doesn't, and not only what should change, but the good ideas that should never change. I think telling the truth is one of them. I'm Tony DeCopel, the anchor of the CBS Evening News. Hold me to it.
Tony's first order of business, touring the country.
Now that's a fascinating statement, and it like I'm going to tell you, it gets my hopes up. Really does. But what do you think comes of that? I mean,
I don't know.
Actually, let me ask you a better question. I apologize. Where do you think that came from? Okay, like is this a guy that's like, look, we got to stop fucking around because they're calling us out, right?
So here's the thing. And I'm glad to see gas is $2.35 in Wisconsin. Here's the thing. Barry Weiss took over CBS. She's the one who was thrown. I think she was thrown off X, all sorts of stuff. And she said there was going to be more reporting like this when she took over. So let's see. I mean, it's going to be very obvious if they do that or not. It's going to be obvious if they have stories that are like, yeah, these Somalis are ripping off the state of Minnesota, and we went to the daycares at 11 in the morning, and there's no kids there. You know what I mean? Or if they sit back or if they go and they say, all right, we're at this daycare, we're walking up on it, and there's 15 kids running around. You know what I mean? The truth is right there. It's self-evident. I don't know how else to say it. Reality is reality. So if they report and what they're showing matches what we're seeing, you know what I mean? Maybe they do a report on gas prices and they show Wisconsin at $2.35. You know, then it'll be what we're seeing. I hate to just not give the guy a chance right off the bat. I don't watch it. That's part of the thing. I don't think my habit's going to change to watch CBS Evening News, so I may not even know. Right, thank you, push-ups. New York Times was all bullshit and such. Yes, that's where she was. So, and Trump, I'm with Trump until I'm not, and so far he's not done anything to not make me with him. That's all. And he even said he was criticizing all the other networks, and she just got the job at CBS. So he said, let's see what's what here. By the way, did you hear With
I
the
agree with Easy Street, by the way. They screwed up. They ignored too many facts. They got too, and don't lose your thought. By the way, did I say they simply got too? I always bring it back to the Bongino, and I'm curious what's happening with him. But I always bring it back to when they shot Trump, when they shot him in PA, you know, and fucking, you got tired of the same news cycle regurgitating the same fucking 2-minute clip, and you start listening to Bongino, who's got a cell phone and he's talking to his friends. That's when you're right. That's when it's like, I'm completely done. Like, I barely watch Newsmax now. I get clips. I watch clips of CNN just for Scott Collins or whatever his fucking name is to fucking shit on him, who that chick was thinking of hiring over at CBS. You know, the Barry Weiss, bro, whatever. Like, you get sick of this, and now they're like, well, they're onto us. And I think it might be too little too late. I really do. It is for you, apparently, Pete.
Well, no, I'm not in the habit of watching CBS Evening News. I don't know that I will get in that habit. I'm basically, I don't like, you can hear directly from you can hear directly from Kristi Noem. You can hear directly from Marco Rubio, directly from Trump all the time. Like, you can hear directly from these people, you know, except Pam Bondi hasn't put a lot out, but you hear directly from most of these people. So why do I need some third party? I can listen to them and then make my own decisions of what they're saying. Yeah, by the way, Creep Boots, right? Newsmax, a lot of commercials. I was working out today, and I'm like, this is crazy. But I wanted to say push-ups met Christie. Here's my thing with Chris Christie. The first time he was elected, I loved what I shouldn't say I love what he did. I was okay with what he was doing. You know what I mean? Because people are like, you can't do that. And he's like, we'll fucking do it and see what happens. Then I don't know what happened to him. Who got to him, whatever. He was horrific in his second term. So, the Somali thing, I didn't realize. So not only were they taking the money, they were kicking money back to parents who supposedly.
Oh, I saw that video, right?
Yeah, they were like fake. I don't know if they had kids and weren't even sending them there, but the daycares were paying off others in the community. And I won't say, because I don't know if there were other Somali families. If anybody in the chat has that information. But it sounded like that's what the grift was. You open a daycare or an autism center.
Yep.
Unbelievable. And then you get 1.1 million or 1 point whatever million from the state or the feds. And you keep, I guess, $1 million and grease everybody else with the rest. It's crazy. And yes, it's going on in Ohio, Washington State. Like, this is exploding.
You don't
now.
think it's going on here, Peter? Please.
New Jersey, I'm sure. But
the governor was just signed in with a Koran.
I don't know how that's legal, by the way. I want to read the Koran. I do. I want to see what's doing there. Because of the
I have a Koran somewhere. Hold on. Not an entire Koran. I have. Hold on. Once again, my wife organized books by color of the spine. Mine, I'm in the yellow section.
The color. Oh, I see what you did. You're yellow bellied. Yellow back.
Here you go. The Essential Koran.
Yeah. Now, is that legitimate? Like, is that really what's in there? Like,
after Heraclius, Caesar of the Byzantine Empire, had captured Constantinople from the Persians in 628 CE, he went to Jerusalem to
thank God. We're done.
He received the most extraordinary letter from a land further to the east. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful, from Muhammad, slave and messenger of God to Heraclius. Peace upon all who follow guidance.
The problem I have already.
It's just like the thing about the Quran is the actual one they say, like, it's written like part of the part of the writing is it speaks to you or something. The style.
By the way, the fact that has CE in it is a problem already. You understand me? There's no CE. And there's no CE. I know it's CE, current era, whatever BS that is. No. There's BC and AD. That's it.
What is CE supposed to be?
It took the place, CE, I think, took the place of AD. I believe.
Right.
I believe. Because when I was working, it was just coming into vogue. The C. I'm like, what the hell is this? There's no more.
Would you like to hear what the Quran says about women?
Sure, Gene.
And if you fear you may not be able to do justice by the orphans, then marry women who please you, 2, 3, or 4. But if you fear you may not be able to treat them equitably, then marry one or ward in your custody that would be more fitting, so you do not go awry.
Where do you have that?
Look,
There's no time in my life.
I have. I'm amazed you have that. I
Why?
just no, just you hear all about it, and if things are really going to go bad, why not read the, like I'm saying, there it is, primary source. I don't need somebody telling me what it says if I can read it myself. And I should probably do that if I'm going to, be educated on what's going on. So when somebody tells me, it says this in the Quran, I can say, well, I read it. Where'd you read it? I got one right here. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Be careful, Geno, if you enjoy having a head. Ozone in the house. I do not permit a woman to teach her to have authority over a man. She must be silent. Timothy 2:12. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason it's called the good book. Am I right,
Yeah,
Pete?
see? And I got to get back, we went all through Catholic school, so I feel like and I went to a Catholic college besides. But again, I don't even know I have a full grasp on, especially the Old Testament. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's time to start looking at this stuff because things are getting crazy. Things are getting cray-cray. And a lot of it seems like it's gone back to these, I'd say, ancient or holy books or whatever. So you might as well, and it's right there for you. It's a primary source. And I agree. I think Sandy did break Chris Christie. He went begging to Obama, and that killed him. When I don't feel like he needed to do
Cap for the 10 spot. Love you, buddy.
Yeah. By the way, I think Christie. See, that's what makes me believe he just became either he was controlled opposition when he ran the first time, and I didn't realize it, or he became that way.
Well, he must have been when he ran for president for that week and a half, right?
No. When he ran for governor the first time, maybe he was. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize it because I wasn't seeing it then. But the way he was from Hurricane Sandy on, he's a disgrace. He's an absolute disgrace. And so is what's her name? Finally got a divorce. The woman from Hamilton who helped Trump win the election. I can't remember her name, but her crazy friggin' husband was always out there bad mouthing Trump. He's another piece of shit. You know what I mean? Why can't I name his name? Nah, well, that's a different. Somebody in the chat will get his name.
Would beg to differ there. Ozone saying the Timothy quote is out of context. He was talking about in church with an I, kidding, not society in general. Interesting. By the way, shout out to now it's become biblical. Shout out to Isaiah 34:7, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. That's right, unicorns. Was it Kellyanne Conway, Pete?
Yes.
Your running mate pays attention.
Kellyanne thankful you and her miserable husband. That he's the piece of garbage. How do you be that anti-Trump? Like here, yes, George Conway. Thank you, Scott the Dot. And I'm sorry if I haven't followed people back on X. I'm still, I'm an old man. I can't. It's too much for me. I'm trying. I'm trying to be involved.
It's too buku, Joe. I got you, big brother.
But yeah, I mean, when I think about how many people, here's the thing. Why? It's almost like A Few Good Men. Why would a da-ba-ba who's never had been in a trial be called to represent this guy? You know what I mean? Is it because they never wanted to be in a courtroom? Why would all these people, why would you try to destroy a person like Trump? You're destroying this man. You tried to destroy him and his family. They didn't try and do that to Bill Clinton, Obama, Hillary Clinton, the Bushes.
Well, Pete, am I crazy? Because they were afraid because he's not the deep state. He's breaking the system. Both sides wanted to ruin him. I mean, I'm obviously wrong because I know you would think of that immediately, but what am I missing? They're terrified. They're terrified of him taking over.
No, I'm not. That's what I mean. We're not missing it. No, you're right. Everybody else has to be missing that.
Oh, you're saying it's common sense. How can you not realize that? And case in point, look at what we just heard from CBS. That's another reason I know you agree. It's like they're onto us. And Trump's like, you're fake news. He's calling these people fake news. He's literally like, who are you? ABC. You're a disgrace. And now the guy from CBS is like, look, we've heard you. Yeah, you've heard us now because you had to because Trump forced them to fucking listen. You know what I mean? It's like, that's a fucking bullshit. That's an outrage. And when fucking Carolyn Levitt, you said it earlier about the MAGA podcaster, saying, oh my God, there's no one here. And the woman's like, well, how do you know? And rather than investigate it herself, she's just trying to debunk. Well, look, there's people coming in right now. It's like, you don't think they're doing that right now? I was here in the middle of the day. He was answering it very honestly because the mainstream media is being called out by Trump. They're being caught. And how great was it when that dopey cunt from CNN goes, well, how do you know it's true? That's a good question. You need to find out. You're in the media. You should be looking into that. They don't. Their job has always been to fucking whatever Trump says to say it's a lie or try and debunk it. Fucking, this is the strongest Biden we've ever seen. Fucking that guy fucking had to say that. And I can't wait to see what he does. But it's too little too late for the mainstream media.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, they.
Damn it.
Did they have they said stuff about Chelsea Clinton? Sure, but the problem is Chelsea Clinton, supposedly her wedding and everything was paid for by government money. I didn't see them really messing with the Obama kids that much, or the Bush girls. Hell, the one Bush girl was on the Today Show, with Hoda there or whatever. Like they tried to put Trump's kids in jail. That's what I'm saying. They didn't try to put Chelsea Clinton, the Bush girls, or the Obama girls in jail. They didn't imagine?
Could you imagine?
No, and they didn't take a shot at assassinating either of the Bushes. As far as I can remember, I don't remember anybody shooting at H. Bush or W. Bush. That's all.
They threw a shoe at him.
If you're writing plays about it, that's one thing. They did that with Trump too. They wrote the songs about killing him. They had that crazy broad holding his head. So I mean. And I agree that the kids don't deserve any of that shit. I absolutely agree with that unless they put themselves in a place where they do. And the only one who I saw do that really was Chelsea Clinton. I didn't see the Obama girls put themselves in any place, get any crap, nor did I see the Bush girls do it. But I feel like Chelsea has been on the fringes of politics the whole time. Like, I could be wrong. At some point, she's an adult and she's going to deal with shit that comes out as an adult. But we do know that Trump's sons were subpoenaed a bunch of times. None of them were subpoenaed. None of them were threatened with their businesses. Hell, in New York, they were trying to take out Trump's entire business. It's crazy to me.
At the cost of the state's economy. They're ruining it. By the way, speaking of the state of someone else's economy, our boy fucking Curtis John wants you to know, Pete. Curtis Johnson, you can help me break some fucking fingers. Why can't I add it to the stage?
And I will say, Easy Street Consigliere, them bringing up the Bush girls and the Obama caught partying, to me, I looked at that and it's just me. I'm like, yeah, that's what they do. They're kids. Well, you can publicize it all you want. Doesn't mean anything negative about them. That's what they should be doing. So that's an example of the media trying to be a-holes. But if you have normal people who are like, yeah, they're 20-year-old kids. They're high school kids. Yeah, that's what high school kids do. You a-holes in the media are trying to make something of it. You're a disgrace. To me, that's more of a, an indictment of the media than those kids. What did you say? What were you wanting me to read?
I'm sorry, I couldn't get it to go up. Peter, you can help me break a few fingers. I ain't seen my fantasy football money yet from those scumbags. Been almost 4 days now. And also, shout out Gay Bitches. Happy New Year's, gents. Gay Bitches who says one of the main problems with Islam is the religion justifies scamming in the name of Allah, which is true. They're scamming. If some Muslims figure out how to scam money, then it's religiously justified because, their job is to take over. I can never remember that word. Can you ever remember it?
No, because they have the word for the tax non-Muslims have to pay to be able to exist in a Muslim-run country. That's one word. Yeah, it's a tax. I think it's, and I don't even like, because I think it's like JIGZA or something is the tax. And then there's the other term they use to mean, we get to whatever you want to call it.
Taki, I looked it up. Why don't we go over some Muslim words that just came up on the search? This is great. Here we go. Let's enjoy this these fucked up people.
What is the source?
What's that, Pete?
This is Google, because your cousin.
Google.
There it is. Benjamin
Taki, an
Smith.
Islamic legal term referring to a precautionary denial of religious beliefs or practice in the face of potential prosecution or harm because they're COWARDS cunts. In modern anti-Muslim political discourse and conspiracy theories, such as the counter-jihad movement or common sense politics, this term is often misrepresented as a religious obligation, which it is, for all Muslims to lie to non-Muslims as a tactic to secretly expand influence or take over Western societies. See also Dearborn, Michigan. This interpretation is widely rejected by mainstream Muslims because they have to. See also the first half of the explanation. And scholars who maintain its use is specific to self-preservation in hostile environments, primarily in historical Shia context. Who cares? Is this one, Pete? Hijra? No.
No, it's in the chat. It's in the chat.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pete. I wasn't on the chat page.
Look it up. Benjamin Smith, 3151, Jigza. I think that's what it is.
I don't
Something
see it.
that.
How do you spell it? Hold on. Thank you, Benjamin Smith. I don't
He
even.
has Jigza. But the first term you had, where they got
Jigza sounds like a slur. Are you sure?
They got to pretend.
You know how much money I lost on the Jigzas fucking on Alabama? I'm kidding. Muslim word Jigza. It's going to be like he's fucking with you.
Just look up Muslim tax on non-Muslims.
Yeah, I think he's being racist. The Muslim word jigsaw. You know, why do you believe it is jigsaw?
By the way, this is why it's great. Is he a wide receiver? Yeah, this is why it's great. Is he a wide receiver from Seattle? So he's so like Chuck. And Creeper just flat out Jigaboo.
I love that EK has some really intelligent thing that he's like, 2 jigs stole my truck. Thanks, Gabe. Thanks, Gabe. Yeah, Jigaboo. Hold on, I'll check. Hold on, Muslim word.
I'm sure that's not it.
Jigaboo. Hold on. It says, let me check them for you, Creepboo. The term Jigaboo.
Wow, dude, he wasn't that far off. Here's the term, Gene.
Let's see. Look what comes up.
What comes up?
The term jigaboo is an extremely offensive and disparaging racial slur for a black person. It's considered one of the most derogatory words in English and is not associated with the Muslim faith. Now, hey, Creepboot, I think you must be confused. Pikachu is also wrong.
Okay, here's how you spell it, Gene. And he wasn't far off. J-I.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Pete. Hold on. All right, go. Go.
J-I-Z-Y-A. And in some cases, there's an H on the end. And in some cases, there's an H on the end.
There you go. You nailed it. Is an historic tax levied in Muslim-governed states by non-Muslims.
Only non-Muslims pay it. Go
What's
ahead.
that?
Yes, only the non-Muslims pay it.
Yes. For protection, exemption from military service, and religious autonomy originate from Quranic injunctions for people of the book. That's so Christians and Jews, and vary greatly in application historically, seen as a fee for security and allegiance rather than oppression. Of course it is. It's
I mean, are you kidding me?
My mistake.
I mean, who sees it? Yeah, the Muslims see it that way. Nobody else who has an understanding of what words mean sees it that way. Ridiculous. What is this now? Muslims historically
Bob Fan and Patrice just bought a truck from 2 Jigzas, honey.
Oh, Pete needs to unload some more jizya. It's all. And these are real words.
Pete needs to unload some jizya.
Oh, God.
Gabe, just damn it, Bob.
By the way.
It all works. You're doing great, Geno. I have a feeling he's watching the video.
I must say, I was watching. Was it last night? It was last night when I'm remiss, but I can't remember who asked Frankie to say happy birthday, and then he started singing it. That was, as someone said, that was an instant classic.
Well, it's funny you say that because speaking of our in hot water guy, he may have clipped it 4 minutes later. Let me check. Mentions. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Is this Pete? Were you speaking of this? Hold on.
And
no, and I'll. Is this up?
No, I can't hear it. And Michael
God
Gavin
damn it.
Ali,
Hold on, Pete. Cover for me.
Michael Gavin Ali being there just added to it. Like there was no rhyme or reason to what was going on. Microphones were in and out. Then all of a sudden, like a miracle, everything came together when they were singing. It was something to behold.
Well, Peter, shall we behold it now? Here we go. He's saying, happy birthday to my friend Molin Yons.
Happy birthday, Molin Yons.
Happy birthday, Molin Yons.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Molin Yons. Happy birthday to you.
I was like, this can't be real.
Friend. By the way, I make no apologies. The reason I'm wearing this shirt again is I literally wore it last night, and then I'm like, oh, I'm wearing the new shirt for the fucking Geno's picks, and I was running late, so I just threw it on. But yeah.
So,
by the way, Cook has $680 shoes.
Who does?
I don't know. Ask Kristen G. Look at the cute little kitty avatar.
By the way,
it's got to be fucking. I don't even know. Did you see fucking fucking who was it?
When she was it AOC when she was speaking at Mandami's inauguration? By the way, Easy Street Consigliere, can we talk financial markets? I'm curious what he means because I'll say this. Because the big fella was buying into the silver. So he has the actual silver, and I bought into some, oh my God, it's not where, it says on paper I have silver. It wasn't that. It's a whatever it is, a silver exchange. So, yeah, like if he's talking about the fact that silver is beyond an all-time high. Oh, it was Madami's wife with the shoes. Yeah, so they're there. The talking heads, the people out and about on X, not on regular. I don't watch regular media, so I don't know what they're saying about the market. But there are people who are like, this is a big deal with silver. Like the last time it even got close to this high was in the 80s when somebody's trying to corner the silver market, and I think it went to $50 an ounce. It's up. Last I saw, it was over $80 an ounce. And China apparently mines, help me in the chat if you're different, China mines like 70% of the world's silver, and they're just locking it up in vaults or something. And it's used in cell phones, all the electronics we use today. So apparently, I guess, and I don't understand it well enough, there's not enough paper money, I guess, to pay for what's out there in silver, and nobody's selling their silver for paper money or something So like silver, gold. I was almost handed didn't think I was new. So that's what I'm hearing about. That this silver going so high, and it's never been seen before, is a concern in the financial markets. And some guy I saw on X, I don't know if he's right or not, said at the same time that China said we're putting this however many tons of silver away in a vault, the Fed released like $3 billion into the economy or something. So I don't understand it quite enough. But yeah, the markets are crazy. And I just saw a video before we went on, because you were 50 minutes late. And basically it was all about the Fed. And in essence, what they're saying it is the federal government issues a bond, right? So the Fed prints the money that fulfills the bond, and the Fed makes their money on the interest on that bond because it's paid basically in perpetuity through taxes. And then people buy and sell the bonds. So all this money, or a lot of the money, it seems, it's owed to the